Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about the second formula to find mean, that is assumed mean method or simply deviation method. So the question I have taken is from our exercise and it is regarding the wages and number of workers. The class interval is like this: 200 to 250, 250 to 300 and 300 to 350, 350 to 400 and 400 to 450. So total we have here 5 classes and respective frequencies. So as you already know that the first column is our class interval and the second being frequency, that is Fi. So just like the previous method, here also we need to find class marks here. I think you remember how to find the class marks. So basically we'll add both the boundaries of each class and take its average. This will be 452, which equals 225 to 225. So we can even consider it like this. See, the lower boundary of the first class is 200, that of this, and the upper boundary is 250. What I am doing here is just writing the 250 as 200 plus 50. So now both upper boundary and lower boundaries are of 200 and some 50 is excess in. So what I am going to do is I just take the average of this one or divide it by 2, then this becomes 25. So since both limits, just for our understanding I am writing like this, but it is not the actual process. So here it is 200 and I am taking this 25, so that becomes 220. So similarly, if we take the length of the class here, see here 250 minus 200 is 50. So I'm just going to add this 50 to the previous class marks, and this becomes 275. Similarly, I am going to add 50 to 275, that becomes 305, and to that we will add 50 and this becomes 375. The last class mark 405. This you already know in the previous done this one, and in this one instead of Fi, the previous one we have done this one, no? Instead of directly multiplying Fi and Xi, here we took something, Di. The D stands for deviation. So what we do here is we do nothing with the Fi's. We don't want to do anything with these Fi's. We just leave them, and we will change Xi's. You see here, Xi is 200 and odd. This is 200 and odd. This is 400 and odd. These are very big numbers. So we'll reduce them to small numbers to make our calculations little bit easier, so that we can get answer very easily. So how we are going to do this one? It is very easy. It's very simple. Just what we do is we'll assume one of the value from these 5 class marks as mean. See here in the name itself it is like this, no? Assumed mean. So out of these 5 values we can choose any one of them as assumed mean. Usually we will go for the middlemost one. So here this one the value 325 is the middle one. So I assume this 325 as assumed mean. In the next process, what we do is we will subtract this assumed mean from each xi. So 225 minus 325. You see here 225 is a small number, 325 is a big number. Get a negative symbol. Get negative. Here is negative 100. Similarly, if we subtract these two, we'll get negative 50. And 325 subtracted by same value, again 325. So this becomes 0. And here, this 375 being a large number or big number than 325, will get a positive value. So this will get plus 50, and here we will get plus 100. So these are the deviation values. So after getting these deviation values, we have to multiply these di's with respect to fi's. So 12 into 100 into negative 1200. Similarly, 14 into minus 50 to 100. Similarly, 8 into 0 will become 0. 6 into 50 is positive number, so this becomes 300. 10 into 100, again a positive number, then this becomes 1000. So we'll take the sum separately. This being negative, we'll take these two values sum as negative 1900. This is being since positive, we'll take it as plus 1300. And in the problem itself, it is given that number of workers are 50, or means my fi equals, now we have to take sigma fi di, but we have here two different values, one is negative and another one is positive. So we'll simplify these two. This number being large number, we'll get the same symbol for the answer. 1900 minus 1300, we'll get negative 600. 1900 minus 1300 becomes this one. So I think we have sufficient values, and we have just time to substitute in the formula that x bar is a plus sigma fi di, right? Fi. So we have our values here, that is a is assumed value, we have it as 325. Sigma fi di is 600, and sigma fi is, so we'll substitute these values, and here we'll get 325 plus this one is negative 600 by, we need to simplify that one. This 325 will be as it is. So we are positive and this is negative symbol here. Cancel the 0 and 0. 5 goes in 60, 12 times becomes 12. So 325 minus 12 is 300. What is this 313? The average of wages in rupees they have asked, no? Mean is rupees 330. So this is how we will solve group data to find mean. So I hope you understand this one, and if you have any doubts you can comment them. Thanks for watching.